Growing up in an environment in a beautiful country called Zimbabwe, I personally was raised in a place where things like alcohol, drugs, prostitution, infidelity, corruption, people backstabbing each other. I grew up in such an environment, and I am not saying that I'm not saying this to point fingers at things that happened as if it happened and I was not part of it. I personally was exposed and I participated in some of the things that I mentioned. I also got exposed to things like black magic, voodoo, so much. There was just so much that I had to see from a different angle when I moved to a different country. And this happened, and like I was not planning to move to a different country, which is now United States, where I am right now. I personally wasn't planning it. It wasn't like something that I had known was going to happen, but it felt like a spiritual move. It felt very intentional because when I was young, yes, I did. I dreamt to be in the United States. Like it was like one of the things that I wished, but it didn't happen. But I see it as it happened in the right time when I needed it because I needed to be removed from that environment. And looking back and seeing the suffering of people and things that are happening back home, and not only in Zimbabwe, around the world, I feel motivated to share stuff and talk about how we as humanity can save ourselves from all that. Because enough is enough. What is wrong is wrong. Hi, my name is Priscilla Upenyu Mutangadura, and welcome to my podcast. This is actually my first time doing a podcast, so bear with me, guys. I'm feeling all types of ways, but it's all good. I wish to have so much fun with you guys. Thank you for even being here to listen, to share this human experience with me right now. And I wish that you share with your friends, because who knows, you could save a life by sharing things that motivate you or things that inspire you. I wrote a book called The Life in My Name, and this podcast as well is called The Life in My Name. Why this name? Life in my name. My name is Priscilla Upenyu Mutangadura, and the word Upenyu, or the name Upenyu within my full name, the middle name, means life. So the translation is life. And another person can see it that way. I see it that way, that there is life in my name. And sure, there is. But when you get the chance to read the book, it will make sense what it means to have life in our names, because we all do have that force of life within ourselves, the force of life within our names. This book that I wrote, it talks so much about things that I encountered in life, the scary stuff, all sorts of things. It's trust me, I'm not just saying this from a place of, oh, I wrote it, so this book is so cool. It is really good. And it is narrated, right, in the lens of numerology and Kabbalah. Numerology is a study of numbers that we can all benefit from. It's a tool that we can learn to trust. Just like how we've trusted money, how we've trusted time, how we've trusted calling somebody when technology arrived and like, oh, this tool, a cell phone, can call somebody in Africa, in India, and you can connect just from the frequency of numbers. Does that land? But I trusted, personally, I trusted. I didn't question it. I didn't feel the need to question it. And I know, or I feel like, I wouldn't say I know, but I believe you too trusted it, because that is it. It's technology. And also trusting numbers in many, many levels. We go on top of a scale to see how much we weigh. Those are numbers. Time, adding numbers on top of our age. Every time we turn a certain age on our birthdays, adding numbers to our lives. We could also take advantage of using these numbers to learn ourselves. Because you know what, guys? I believe that all these things, the mental illnesses, depression, so many things that are happening around the world, where people are just constantly looking for things that can satisfy them, that is outside of themselves, and being anxious 24/7. For some people that are, that are just uncertain about life, it's driven from a lack of understanding of who we are, the lack of alignment. That misalignment is real. And I want to be part of someone's journey to help them align with themselves, to help them get to know themselves better. Because there's so much in this world that we have not even started tapping onto. We haven't even started understanding the force of the things that we can take advantage of, the tools that God gave us, that we already have, that we can start to take advantage of. And this is it. This is the time. So I plan to bring people like astrologers, other numerologists, and many people that know different kind of tools that can reach out to me, or I can reach out to them, so we can have fun. Talk about life, sharing these tools, because sharing is the name of the game. That's why we are here. We're here to share the light, to share the force of life with other people, and helping others evolve, helping others by showing them how to make it to the other side. Because it's not easy alone. And we can rise by lifting others. We definitely do rise from lifting others as well. So I love the process of using things like numbers to unlock and get to understand ourselves internally, understanding ourselves outward, knowing the things that we can take advantage of, knowing how to make money, knowing how to overcome challenges, heartbreaks, just not being anxious or not being depressed about what tomorrow has for us. Because if you can use a tool like numerology that can guide you to show you what it is that we can take advantage of and help us recover from the things that we may have stumbled upon, it's a helpful tool. It's a helpful tool. And to know that, okay, this is what my year has to give, or this is what next year has, and then plan accordingly. Like, cuts out that force of anxiety. It's worked for me, and it's worked for so many people. Anyway, I've had moments where I would record videos talking about numerology and other tips. I am a numerologist. I do numerology readings for other people, but I'm not only that. And this is something that I've learned when I was introducing myself to somebody and we exchanged contacts, and she whispered in my ear, and she's like, "You're not just that." That really touched me. And I believe, for sure, I'm more than just a numerologist. I'm your friend. I'm your sister. I'm that person that can hold your hand, and we can figure out this game of life together. Because trust me, it's not a joke. Life is not a joke. And we can do it together, discover our lives, our purpose, and see those talents that we have and use them to inspire other people. Use them as tools that can bring us closer to the Creator, closer to ourselves, that God, that nature that we all have, which is of sharing and giving. I also plan to be really raw in this podcast and really name things as they are, because I'm not here to play. I'm done with playing games. So topics like infidelity, topics like cheating other people in any single way, as whatever it is that I feel called to talk about, and especially coming from a place that I have been there. I'm not coming from a place of being perfect or that I'm pointing fingers at others. No. The fingers are first pointing at myself and then talking about life in general. So it's not personal. These topics are not personal. And also, some and most of the topics are things that I've mentioned in the book, The Life in My Name. So it's like we're just talking, we're having fun, and also the experience of having the opportunity to hear the podcast and then read the book. And there are going to be courses coming up as well, and so many other things branching off of that book. So just stay tuned. May you enjoy these podcasts and may you share with other people. May you continue on listening. I will attach the link when it's available to the pre-sales for my book that I plan to publish in October. And also there's and again, this is my first time, but so far I plan to be releasing new podcasts every Friday and Tuesday. So please stay tuned. For Tuesday, it's like, you know what? Monday is kind of sometimes too busy, but then Tuesday, some people are more relaxed. They're like, okay, we're already in the week. Might as well use some good tools to listen, to feed the soul and move along with the week. And then Friday is like, yeah, we are about to get into the weekend, so let's jump in with some love in our hearts and enjoy and make good choices when we are tackling life. May you have a good day, and may you feel inspired to know yourself better. Feel inspired to ask those questions to God, to the Creator, that who am I? What am I here to do? What is my divine purpose? It's something very, very special, and it can definitely save a life, especially yours. Have a good day.